Have you ever wondered why you work very hard yet you don't get ahead financially? I remember when I was 18, 19 years old that I was hustling and trying to do side jobs and try to make a living, try to support my mom, but I could never get ahead financially. I was desperate for money. I wanted to make more money to be able to provide for my family, but I could never get ahead. And I realized that there is something in my belief system back then that was holding me back. So you need to stop thinking like this if you ever want to get ahead financially, if you ever want to be successful, if you want to be rich. You see, money is a very interesting thing. Money doesn't go to the people who are desperate for it. That it's not enough to say, I want to make more money, that, oh, I want to increase my income, that I want to pay off that debt. That's not enough, right? If you want to make more money, money earned is a byproduct of value creation. So at the time, I wanted to make more money, but I couldn't make more money because I wasn't upgrading my skill sets. If you want to make $1 million, solve $1 million problem, right? If you want to make $100 million, solve $100 million problems, right? So don't chase money, chase problems. What are some of the problems that in the marketplace that you could solve, maybe only you could solve, that you could bring to the marketplace? Your unique skills, your expertise, and your talents, you bring it out there, right? You solve people's problems, or you see a need in the marketplace that's not being fulfilled. Your product, your service, your brand that could fulfill that need better than anybody else, you could also make more money. It's not enough just to sit around and hope that things would change, the hope that you'll make more money, that hope things will turn around. You need to be proactive about it. I want you to think about money as a money tree. And most people want to have more fruit. They want to have better fruit. And they look at that tree, look at the money tree and say, I'm not making enough money. It's no different than they look at the fruit and say, I don't like how it tastes. It's bitter, it's small, it's dry, it doesn't taste good, it's not sweet, right? And they complain and they act like a victim and they don't like the fruit. But if you don't like the fruit, looking at the fruit and complaining about it, that's not going to solve the problem. What do you need to do? Comment below. You need to look at the roots. What is causing this? Money is a result. It's not a cause. It's an effect. What's the cause and effect relationship? What do you need to do to create and produce better fruit? You need to nurture the tree, right? You need to plant the seed. If you have not even planted the seed, how can you expect to have a fruitful tree, right? That produce fruit that you want. You can't. What is that seed? Taking that action, taking that first initial step, upgrading your skill, learning how to deliver more value. Now you may be saying, well, Dan, how do I do that? How do I deliver more value to people? I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm going to school. I just have a dead-end job. That's the problem. You're looking at the fruit, you're looking at the root, you're looking at the fruit, you don't like the fruit, first you got to change the roots, right? You look at most like big tall trees, what do they have? They have a very good strong foundation. They have a very strong root system. That's your foundation piece. That's something that you could change. That's something that you could work on yourself and get better. So don't complain and say, hey, how come I could not be rich? How come other people are rich and I am not? How come they are successful and I'm not? Look at the roots. Work on the roots. If you work on that long enough and you give yourself a little bit of time, eventually you will have fruit that you want. If you want to level up your skills, I have hundreds and hundreds of videos available to you for free on my channel. All you need to do is click on the link below in here, click on the button and turn on the notification and hit the subscribe button. All those videos are free. Learn it. Watch it multiple times. You can also subscribe to my podcast, which is The Dan Lok Show. You can find it on iTunes, Android, The Dan Lok Show. Every single day I upload a new episode for you. You can also subscribe to that as well. But keep learning. Always remember, in order to produce better fruit, you first need to change the roots.